What?
Subscribe.
Subscribe. We'll highlight all that. Don't you worry.
I'm just
But of
saying,
course,
you gotta remind people.
Subscribe right now.
Subscribe.
subscribe. Of course.
Philadelphia, baby, you're gonna love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
McAvoy in the glasses say what?
He say, welcome in, everybody, to Get in the Hole, streaming live on Underground Sports, Philadelphia's podcast network on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you get your favorite shows. Kyle Bennett, Steve McAvoy here with you. Another great week in the golf world. Only 2 weeks until we tee it up at Bethpage Black for the 2025 Ryder Cup. How is it already September? I really don't know. It kind of is. It's awe-striking.
It's dumb.
That it's dumb. It's dumb. It truly is. And Monday holidays suck.
It's dumb. But don't let the establishment try to steal summer away from you. There's still 3 weeks of summer left.
I would say, I mean, it's
by literal terms.
Yeah.
September 23rd is the autumnal equinox or whatever it's called. Okay,
I believe it's the solstice. I think it is. It's the no.
Solstice
right,
is winter and summer.
Fuck! I should have known that from watching Avatar as a kid.
Okay, you still have 3 weeks of summer. Don't let the establishment, don't let the man take that away from you. And he's not taking honestly, away from me, and he's not taking away from Steve. It's still summer, motherfuckers.
Let's be realistic here too, right? It is 75, 80 degrees every single day. It's a little bit chillier. I golfed on Sunday. I golfed on Sunday, and I woke up at like 6 in the morning to get out to the golf course, and it was like 64 degrees. What? I drive my wife out too.
Stone Cold Steve Austin over here.
Yeah, like I'm all right. What? So I wake up early in the morning. It was pretty chilly, but like it was perfect. It was shorts and hoodie weather. We got 3 more weeks of summer, essentially. Honestly, with the way the weather has been for the last, let's call it like 5 or 6 years, we're not going to have a cold day probably until like the first week of November, which really gives you 8 more weeks of pretty damn good weather.
Suck it, Punxsutawney. Fucking suck it, you little groundhog.
Didn't Trump kill Punxsutawney Phil?
I don't know. All I know is the most famous groundhog in Pennsylvania, and that's Gus, who keeps on scratching with the Pennsylvania lottery. My dad hates that mascot. He says, I want to punt that little fucker.
The only worst mascot ever, and no one will know this unless you are from the town of Brookhaven, where I grew up on Long Island. They have this whole thing, and I didn't know it existed until Kay pointed it out to me probably a couple of years ago. They have this whole like recycling thing that they're trying to promote, and the mascot for it is a trash can called Kirby, spelled Curby.
My brain.
Yeah, it's again. This is what I mean, dude. We are living in the brain rot era, and John Mavalia is the fucking professor of brain rot. I could see Johnny in like 2065 teaching a class to college kids about tung 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 shahur, and
is that like the mispronunciation of Dion's son?
Have you never discovered Italian brain rot?
No, and I don't.
Oh my God. All right, hold on. Actually, this is really funny. My coworker Eddie and I, we have been so entwined in the algorithm of like brain rot and the Costco guys and all that bullshit. Nobody else in our workspace understands it. So when I introduce people to this stuff, I want you to look up Italian brain rot characters. You will shit yourself.
Happening. The farthest I go is the Costco guys, and they've even just like they're one shtick ponies. The Rizzler is all I care about.
All right, here you go. All right, I'm going to introduce you to a talent.
No,
it literally has its own. Steve. It has its own Wikipedia page.
I'm not doing it, Steve.
No, I'm introducing it to you right now.
I'm not being suppressed by the man. It's still summer. I'm not bending the knee to these TikTok trends. Call me old. Call me old man yelling at the clouds. I'm not doing it.
Oh, Guess what? We're doing it right now, actually.
No, you're not ruining my spawned upon me Italian family vacation that's happening.
Yeah, we're doing it right now. This
No.
is Tralalero, Tralala.
No.
Crocodilo, Bombadiro.
Nope. Can't hear you.
Shout out to
I
Reddit.
pretend not to see. If I speak, I will be in trouble. I choose not to speak.
Oh, it's so ridiculously stupid. All right, fine. I will spare you.
I can't have my just spawned upon me about like 8 days ago, 2027 summer family vacation to Italy. That I'm like, now I have more things to plan for, because not only is 2026 one of the biggest tentpole years of this company's existence, but now the year after, I have to find a way to rummage together this gaggle of goons I've assembled that work for this company to hold the fort for 10 days while I'm allegedly abroad in the homeland.
Who's to say that we're not going to join you, though? What if I wanted to go to Italy with you?
My brother in Christ, I still have to get a fucking passport. So who's to say I'm even going to be in Italy? But this was spawned upon me allegedly like 10 days ago.
Hey, mambo Italiano. Oh,
and then my mom has the gall to say that we're not going to Sicily.
Unmitigated gall.
The blasphemy to say that she was not planning on us going to Sicily on this alleged family vacation, which is where her father is from. That is where I get my olive skin and my Italian heritage is from Sicily. Why are we not going to the homeland? I need to kiss the ground I was born from.
That means that you have some African-American blood in you, my friend.
I am 1% Mali, according to my sister's 23andMe or whatever.
Are you like the
DNA
fucking
stealing kit she did?
Are you like one of the descendants of like Mansa Musa, and you have like all this money hidden in a Malian temple or somewhere?
Would be news to me. Maybe I'm the main character of Temple Run, the critically acclaimed iPhone 3GS game.
3GS, specifically the 3GS.
I think that's when it came out.
It very well might have. All I know is that I had it when I had the iPhone 4S that had Siri. And I thought it was so cool, and then I realized it fucking sucked, and it has ever since.
When did Temple Run? 2011.
What was the 2011 iPhone? The 4S! That was the one that I had.
Nailed it.
Bastard. Had Apple's
August 4th.
dual-core A5 chip. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
We just celebrated the 14-year anniversary of Temple Run last month.
That's disgusting. That's gross. Anywho, speaking of you and your Mansa Musa riches hidden somewhere in a Malian cave.
But here's the thing.
If you happen to
not to cut you off, the reason I always feel like my family has like unmitigated luck too is because I am like an alternate dimension Stanley Yelnats, and I never carried one of my relatives up a mountain. So I feel like when I go to Italy, allegedly, I have to carry my father up Mount Vesuvius to clear my family name of whatever curse we're under. Even though my mother's the Italian one.
I just want to let you know right now that Pompeii is not really in Italy. It's an island off the coast of Italy.
Fair. So Sicily.
Also different.
It's also referred to as North Africa by many. But I feel like I have to find a mountain in Italy and carry my parents up the mountain on my back like fucking Hector Zeroni.
You are going to bring Mother Zeroni up the mountain.
Or you will be cursed for all eternity.
Actually, you want to laugh? Entertainment Tonight actually did an interview with what's her name? She played Kate Barlow. Oh my god, it's gonna kill me when
Patricia Arquette.
Thank you. Yes. They actually interviewed about her because it's like the 20. It's almost the 25-year anniversary of the movie.
Yeah, it came out April 18th, 2020 or 2003.
Yeah.
So
little over 20 years, bordering 25 soon enough. But yeah, absolutely crazy stuff. Anywho, right, your Mansa Musa fortune. If you're lucky enough to find your Mansa Musa fortune, you should go to 47 Brand really quickly, because not only are now their imprint forward collections all on sale, 20% off. Awesome stuff. But also, like we said, we still have 3 more weeks of summer. We have plenty of time for the fall. Fall golf is upon us. Get your hoodies, get your hats, get your Bird Technology lids, get your Carhartt from not only the MLB, like he was rocking on his head, but from all other leagues. College football season is here. You can rock your favorite college football team. I was rocking Notre Dame on Sunday, even though they lost to sit the sloth Carson Beck in Miami, but it's okay because they also lost to NIU last year and made the final. So we have good things ahead. But 47 brand, go check them out. Link in our description to get your hands on some awesome 47 merch for all your golf needs from now even through the end of the year. There is so much great stuff happening with 47. The sponsors they're working with, the collaborations, and just the quality is just top notch. The 47 brand linked on our bio.
If you join the 47 family, like we always tell you to do, it's free to join. It's basically their rewards program. You would have gotten early access to the new Carhartt drop that drops on September 3rd. So right now, Steve, I have the Eagles Carhartt hat in my cart because I'm a member of the 47 family. They have, like you mentioned, every other league now dropping, along with MLB, NBA, NFL, NHL, and NCAA. I am also a huge fan of this new Ranchero collection that they dropped for the NFL and cool. MLB. It's very difficult to make brown look good. This makes brown look good across the board. It's incredible.
I mean, look, there truly isn't anything that we can say badly about this brand. It truly is.
Never.
And they have been, honestly, the go-to for you and I for years.
Decades
And this is way before even getting a sponsorship on this show. We're just lucky to have them here. So go check out 47 brand. Also, their outdoorsman collection looks fire as well. Get your hands on everything from the NCAA, the MLB, the NFL, the NHL, the NBA, the W, the TGL, NASCAR, and more at the link in our description. 47 brand, the best in industry. KB, we jump right in. We literally have 2 things to talk about the entirety of the day, and it's going to take a full hour. So strap the hell in. We're talking Ryder Cup, and we got mail call, and we got questions fielded from you, the viewer, about what you want to hear about and know about from the Ryder Cup selections. And we're presenting this by our friends at 5 Iron Golf. KB, I got to tell you, dude, I have been in the market now, and again, we're going to enjoy summer while we can. But the winters in Manhattan are really challenging because, first of all, the ranges that are outdoors, the heating systems aren't really very good. And I'm not going to go an hour and a half east to go to Topgolf, which is in either Edison, New Jersey, or all the way out by where I grew up out in Holtsville. So what's the best alternative? Well, at least for me in Manhattan, and believe me, if you're someone in Connecticut, in Nevada, in Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Ohio, Indiana, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, everywhere in the country is getting a 5 Iron Golf. I can go to ones in Fideye, Flatiron, by Grand Central Station out in LIC. I got 3 more coming in the next couple of weeks. We got down in the Philadelphia area, out in Logan Square, out in Rittenhouse, in Fishtown. There's so many opportunities for you at 5 Iron Golf. Check them out. Link in our description. You can have anything from birthday parties. You can watch NFL games at 5 Iron Golf. You can get fittings from Callaway. Anything from birthday parties to just a casual night out with the fellas. Go play St. Andrews. Go play Pebble Beach. And you could do it in the winter in a nice heated bay. Perfect for your next gathering. So check out 5 Iron Golf. Link in our description and get swinging today.
Shout out to a friend of the network, Brian Fitzsimmons, who just got promoted at Barstool Sports. They just put part of my cheesesteak in select New York and Massachusetts 5 Iron Golf.
Insane. I haven't had it yet, and I'm debating. And like, I was gonna have it. They had one in Midtown by my work in a ghost kitchen, but I don't really believe in. I don't believe in ghost kitchens. I think they're a little bit like, because like they're making 8 different things at once. I don't believe in it. I'd rather have a brick and mortar place. So knowing if I can get it at a certain specific place that's all they're making, I'll definitely got to try it soon.
Yeah,
that'll be the move.
Brian, they are bumping and grinding in 5 Iron. They're with the stool. They're with the underground. We love that. I do want to try to do a fun little company schmoozing outing at 5 Iron
We'll make it happen
this year.
We'll make it happen. Not only that, they have more than just golf, dude. They have plenty of things on their sims to play. It's very similar to like a Top Golf. You can play a lot of different games. They also have a full service bar, arcade, shuffleboard, pool tables, ping pong, you name it. It's basically a baller's paradise. So if you're out in the Herald Square area around 6th Avenue and 33rd, hit me up. We'll go to 5 Iron. I'll show you what's up, and I'll game you a little bit. So we have some questions here from social media on Twitter and Instagram about the Ryder Cup. Now, over the past week, we got announcements from both Keegan Bradley and Luke Donald on who their captain's picks will be. We'll talk about them roughly in the next 5 minutes. But looking at both sides, the first question that we have here comes from Twitter asking, looking at both captain's pick sides from Keegan Bradley and Luke Donald, which side do you believe has the better overall 6? KB, what do you think?
I mean, I texted you when Team USA came out, just a bunch of European flags. And that was before the European team was even selected.
Yeah. The Euros announced their team yesterday on Monday. The Americans announced on Wednesday, as of course the home team always announces first. To kind of give you the breakdown, the USA went with according to Ryder Cup ranking points that have been accrued over the last 2 years, the 7th, 8th, 9th, 14th, 15th, and 16th ranked players. So JT, Colin Morikawa, Ben Griffin, Cam Young, Patrick Cantlay, and Sam Burns, while the Europeans basically went down the line, 7 through 11, and then John Rahm at the 24th spot. They go with Shane Lowry, Sepp Straka, Ludwig Åberg, Victor Hovland, Matt Fitzpatrick, and John Rahm. I said this from the beginning. There was absolutely no surprises that the Europeans were going to run it back. They have the exact same team as they had 2 years ago. The only difference is they traded one Højgaard for the other one. Nikolai didn't have a great last 2 years. Rasmus did. Rasmus got the AQ, and Nikolai is going to take a seat in exchange for his brother. It's the exact same team that won in Marco Simone Rome. Like, it's hard to battle against it. And might I add, this is the same team that in 2023 had a winless Fleetwood, had a very young Ludwig Åberg, had a Victor Hovland who was a really bad chipper at the time, and Sepp Straka didn't truly break out on the PGA Tour until the last 2 years. It was a very raw and young team. Bobby McIntyre was also there. He was very young. It was his first Ryder Cup. He went 2-0-1. Rory McIlroy was not the Grand Slam winner that he is now. And let me tell you, there was a lot of stress on Rory's shoulders in 2023. Now he's relaxed, and he has had multiple wins this year. It's very clear the European side is by far better than this American team. Now, do I think that grit and home field advantage might be enough? Maybe. According to Golf Digest, who actually just put a post out all of like an hour ago, according to the 12 players on both sides, the 12 Europeans have won a total of 53.5% of the possible Ryder Cup points historically, where the Americans have won 53.6, a 0.1% difference in terms of the players that are on the roster and the Ryder Cup points that they have won in the past. Overall, though, looking at the top 6, and we'll talk more about it in the follow-up questions here, but it's very clear that the European side is simply better, not only from the automatic qualifier side, but even from the 6 captain specs. To have the luxury of having Shane Lowry, who's been steady as a rock, Sepp Straka, who has 3 wins this year, Ludwig Åberg, who it was already well known who he was 2 years ago when he was less than 12 months into his PGA Tour career and had finished runner-up at a major tournament, been in a Ryder Cup, and was in a Tour Championship. Victor Hovland, who's finally figured his game out. Matt Fitzpatrick, who's been on probably the best 6-week run amongst any European currently on the team. And then John Rahm, who despite playing on LIVGolf, is still a rock-solid player in and of himself. Then you go to the American side, we got a lot of rookies. And then we got Colin Morikawa, who we've already made it very known on the show that I don't like him, nor do you, and that he shouldn't have been on this team to begin with. I'm a little upset that when Keegan Bradley said there are some guys who are going to think they should be on the team but aren't going to be. I thought Colin was the first name that would have been chopped, and unfortunately, we didn't get it.
Spineless.
But What do you think? Do you think overall? I know you obviously have the opinion that the European side is better, but is there anything specific about either side in terms of the captain's picks that really stands out?
Europe is way fucking better, just talent wise, dog wise, fucking big game wise. Like it's an all-star team. The other team is like, they're like, to put it in sports terms, Team Europe is a conference champion in any major four sport. Team USA is like a wild card.
It truly is. Yeah, I agree. But also at the same time, like the accrual of Ryder Cup points, like the numbers for the most part speak for themselves, right? Like the live guys being captain's picks. I mean, Tyrrell Hatton and Bryson DeChambeau automatically qualified on their own. That's impressive in and of itself. But let's be honest, right? You look at the American side, like you weren't going to pick Jordan Spieth. You weren't going to pick Ricky Fowler. You weren't going to pick Wyndham Clark. A lot of guys who were on this team 2 years ago just simply, and this is regardless of the boys club mantra, they just simply weren't good enough to be here.
Yeah, so they are literally like Team USA is like a 6 or 7 seed in the NFL playoffs, while Team Europe is the team that is the number 1 seed, ready to go on a barrel roll of a run to a Super Bowl.
Now, have we seen it in the past that a heavy underdog can upset? Yeah, of course we have.
See Super Bowl 52.
And I absolutely do think that this USA team, I'm going to ignore what you just said. I think this USA team could definitely put up a fight. Don't get me wrong. I think the difference from 2023 to this year, and I don't mean to bash Zach Johnson because he already got a lot of flack for everything that happened in Rome, but the fact that Keegan Bradley plays with these guys week in and week out, and he's a common staple, and he's the youngest Ryder Cup captain almost ever, since the player captains era. When it was Bobby Jones and it was Arnold Palmer. He knows who fits well with others.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Hold on 1 second. 2 years ago, the boys club thing, I understand, but the pairings were right. Justin Thomas plays really well with Jordan Spieth. They're lifelong friends, right? Tony Finau played with Harris English. That was a pretty rock solid pairing, even though they lost out. At the end of the day, in 2023, while the picks may have not been right, the pairings were correct. I think the picks, all but Colin Morikawa, were spot on right. And I think the pairings will make the team how it is. The reason why the USA team dominated in 2021 was because they had some of the best pairings in the history of the Ryder Cup. Dustin Johnson and Colin Morikawa, Xander Schauffele and Patrick Cantlay, which you're going to see. They rolled out Scotty and Bryson. They had JT and Spieth at the time. Like, there are some really good groups there. And I think with watching guys like Russell Henley and JJ Spawn and Ben Griffin, you can curate a partnership with somebody that will help in the long run. That I think Zach Johnson just wasn't capable of doing necessarily because of what he picked.
I'm just saying the PGA of America fucked up. And this is no slight to Keegan. Like, good for him. They fucked up making him the captain.
Why?
I get, like, you want some... The fact that he's not playing incrementally hurts this team.
So I'm gonna put a hook in this for 30 seconds. Because our follow-up question here, also coming from social media, the biggest snub from either side.
Keegan Bradley, Team USA.
Yeah,
self-inflicted.
I will say it once and I will say it again. Colin Morikawa shouldn't have been on this team. And because of that, the biggest snub was Keegan Bradley not picking himself. But I think, and Kyle Porter actually had a really great tweet about this. I think it's a fascinating development that Keegan Bradley, for 2 years, said, I am going to be on this team. Only for him to then be selected as the captain, A, But then on top of that, go through the progression of saying, you know what? Maybe I was chosen to be the captain, and that's what I should be. And I honestly, I give Keegan a lot of credit. It's very much like big boy energy, saying, you know what, I should be the captain, and that's my role on this team. So while I do think it is a snub in and of itself, I think it's a great opportunity for the Americans, because Keegan is now going to assess every little detail, not from afar, but he's going to be able to actually oversee the operations and be a captain. And I don't think he wanted to necessarily make that choice to not play. I'm sure he wanted to. But Keegan Bradley's also the guy who said 6 months ago, I will only pick myself, or actually he said it after the Travelers, I will only pick myself if I automatically qualify. If I'm not in the top 6, I will not pick myself. So, like, could you have read the tea leaves? Yeah, he said it in his interview. We had it determined for a while that I wasn't going to do it. So there you go. I think he's at peace with his decision. I think it adds to the fire, I think, because now these guys will do anything it takes to win for him. It's different when you're a player, and even a player captain for that matter, right? It almost seems like there's some sort of inferiority complex that you're trying to prove to yourself when you say, all right, I'm going to be a player and a captain. And you try and like battle two roles at once, thinking it's going to be better for you. I think as a leader, it's actually a stronger move for Keegan to not pick himself, put somebody else there who's as valuable, Sam Burns, the last man in. And now you have a team of 12 guys who will do anything to win for you.
I don't know, man. Keegan Bradley's better than half the guys on the team.
I don't disagree with you. I mean, again, he's certainly better than Colin Morikawa. I think where Keegan Bradley stands amongst everybody else on the team, like, it's undeniable. I think Ben Griffin is actually a very talented player, and he certainly deserves to be here. I think Keegan's about on level with how Ben Griffin has played this year. They're both in relatively similar positions. I think Keegan's better than Patrick Cantlay, but you can't not pick Cantlay because he's been that good in Ryder Cups in his career. Sam Burns is a perfect last man on this team. Cameron Young has the home story, the New York atmosphere, the energy that you kind of need from somebody like that who's local. But I think Keegan just works as the captain. Who else would you have picked to have been the captain of this team? Would you have gone back to the well with Steve Stricker again? Would you have gone back to Jim Furyk?
Somebody that's not playing top 12 golf in the world for your country right now.
I don't think the expectation was for Keegan Bradley to necessarily be a top 12 player in the world. You've got to realize that this guy was, you go back to August of 2023. Yeah, he was in the top 20 in the world. But at the same time, like, he wasn't at the kind of level where a lot of these guys are sort of at. He's incredibly young. He's an active player. Like, Zach Johnson was again at one point a top 20 player in the world. Yeah, he was chosen as an older mid-40s player. But like Keegan Bradley in 2024 at some given point was like the 60th ranked player in the world. I don't think the expectation was necessarily that he was going to climb all the way up to as high as the 9th ranked player in the world. I don't know. I think truly the thought was that he was going to stick around in the 50s and maybe have a couple of wins, but not have a kind of year like he has this year. 11 top 20s, two top 5s, and a win. Like, that's a lot for a lot of people. But again, I don't know who else you would have chosen unless you were going to go back to the well with somebody who's already taken on the role in the past.
Yeah, Keegan not playing detrimentally lessens Team USA's chances. Like Scotty, Bryson, even JJ Spawn has played really well this year. Like, the other guys are good, but like Are they moving the needle for you? Like, who else on this team moves the needle for you? Like Scotty, like Bryson. That on a consistent. I'll give Justin Thomas that credit too. He's played well this year, but who else moves the needle? Like, who is like a game-changing player when you look at Team Europe, where they have more than half the team as that?
I'm not going to lie to you. I truly do think that the X factor on this team is absolutely Sam Burns. While he may have not been the most consistent player on tour this year, and the numbers are there to back it up, he hasn't had the greatest overall run. He did have a string of 5 weeks where he was in the top 20 every single week, and it was at a critical moment in time. PGA Championship, the Memorial, the U.S. Open, the Travelers. At the end of the day, match play is a very different animal. And you can go back and look at the Zurich Classic. You can look at the Dell match play. The Americans are really good match players. You might not be necessarily great in a stroke play format, but Sam Burns, he's won the Zurich before. He's been top 5 at the Dell match play. Scotty Scheffler in the same boat. JT. Even Colin, granted, the putter has been dead for the last 2 years. He's been up there. Patrick Cantlay and Xander Schauffele have won the Zurich Classic. I called it on this show 3 years ago or 2 years ago that they were going to win because they have the lowest scoring average out of any duo on the PGA Tour in the last 27 years. That is a lethal team. And you're going to push them out twice, maybe 3 times. So do I think that there's like an opportunity there? Yeah. And I think like Cameron Young is a bomber of the ball. He's a good putter. Do I think he needs somebody who's good in the mid-range to help him out? Absolutely. But that's when you bring in somebody like a Colin Morikawa, whose approach play has been absolutely phenomenal. It's just the putter has let him down. When you're in a 4-ball or an alt shot and you're going through the progressions, right? If you have a driver of the ball like Cameron Young, a approach player like Colin Morikawa, and then a putter back to Cameron, that right there is a lethal combination. While they might not be flashy on paper, and yes, of course, the Europeans are a quote-unquote dream team. It's like watching the 92 Team USA. I do absolutely think that the USA has a chance to play and come to play because of the curation of the roster that Keegan Bradley is going to be able to make.
That's the key. I don't see it.
And again, look, this is why we debate. And apparently somebody sees something, because it's still the reason why Team USA are the odds-on favorite to win the Ryder Cup.
That's
as of right now. Which I think is
what are Team Europe's odds? Please tell me that.
The odds right now, Team USA is minus 145 to win. Europe is plus 150.
Oh my God, I am placing one of the largest responsible bets on Team Europe. I'm not even joking. Like, holy schmoly.
Well, so this feeds into what we're talking about, right? Question here: who are the potential pairings to watch or matches that you're going to want to see? I mean, the answer I've already laid them out for the most part, right? Xander and Cantlay, they played in 2 Ryder Cups plus the Zurich and have won. Scheffler and Burns, lifelong friends. They've been playing golf since the youth days. Scheffler and Bryson tied one of their matches in 2021. Even JT and Cantlay is another possible pairing. They also tied in 2021. On the European side, I mean, Hovland and Oberg, they were 2-0 in 2023. Lowry and Sepp. You have Fleetwood and Rory. Fleetwood Mac could certainly be something interesting. Rory and Lowry, who won the Zurich 2 years ago, or last year, not this calendar year. There's Fitz and Rory. They were 1-1. Rahm and Hatton, they performed in both 21 and 23. I really do think that the American side could do something special if they're able to just figure out a way to match up and pair Spawn, Henley, and Griffin with somebody who's a good enough player to get them there. I think, honestly, the nice thing that the USA has going for them is that every player on their team isn't particularly streaky, with the exception of Colin Morikawa. Everybody has been on a good run as of late. Their automatic qualifiers, Bryson is as steady as it comes and is an all-around gamer. Scotty, an all-around gamer. JT, all-around gamer. Cantlay, all-around gamer. That's 4 guys right there that are going to be the backbone of your team. I think Harris English also fits the profile of an all-around rock-solid player. Now you pair them up with like specialists. Who's really good at putting? Sam Burns. Who's really good at approach play? Colin. Who's really good at driving the golf ball? Cam Young. All of a sudden, you're kind of making teams work. You complement each other, which I think both sides are going to do a great job at. I mean, Luke Donald knows exactly who he is. I think every single pairing that we saw Luke Donald put up in Rome, we're going to see it again. USA has the playbook. They know what they're looking at. Go out and beat them.
Good luck.
They have... Keegan Bradley has the answers to the test. All you have to do is figure out what matchups are going to beat the answers.
He's got the answers to the test with lead pencils with no lead.
Fine. Make it happen. Do something crazy.
Like, there's no lead in the pencils. The only lead in the pencil is Scotty.
I think there's more than that. And I think it's because the average person doesn't understand how match play is assessed and how
I do.
Feed off.
You just look at Team Europe's roster and the success they've had this year and the dominance they've had this year.
All right, so that's the success of individuals.
Sure.
We now turn the script. What did Herb Brooks say when the USA won the 1980 Olympics?
I wasn't alive.
Okay. You've watched Miracle, right?
A long time ago.
He didn't pick the best players. All-star teams rely too heavily on individuals' talent to win.
Yeah.
I think USA's got a shot. I do not think they're going to win, but I think they have a shot.
I mean, you show up, you have a shot, but talent at the end of the day overcomes a lot. And Team Europe's roster is littered with talent, top to bottom. There is literally 0 holes on that team in terms of talent. Team USA, there's a lot of holes that a lot of those big dogs are going to have to really cover up for them. I get it's the whole team aspect thing, but guess what? At the end of the day, top to bottom, I'm taking Team Europe pound for pound any day of the week.
All I'm saying, bro, team beats talent when talent isn't a team.
Well, in this case,
Now,
Team Europe is a talented team.
Do I think that's a long shout? Yes, because and I think this is the one thing that I'm going to give the Europeans absolute credit on. I mean, I've given them a lot of credit already, but the reason why I think Europe will win is while that quote is great, and while I think it only means that they have a shot, Michael Jordan once said talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence win championships. I do think that when talent isn't a team, yeah, okay, team will always win. But at the same time, the European Ryder Cup team is so relaxed. They're calm. I think in 2023, there was a lot of chatter with like Joe LaCava and Cantlay not wearing the hat and all this bullshit. The European team, and we said this even when they announced the scripting, right? USA is flashy. It's exotic. It's out there. Europe's old money. All class. Simple. Easy. Justin Rose isn't going to go out there and yell and scream at his opponents. He's going to get excited and hyped up, yeah. But they're chill, dude. They're relaxed. USA is the wild card. But I do think that they have a shot. If nothing else, they have a chance to do something.
Yeah, they have a chance to show up and lose.
We're going to have to see. We're going to have to assess as we continue on. Once we get more news or rumors on who's going to be paired up, we'll be able to really figure out where things stand. But where I'm at right now, my prediction is out of a total of what? I think it's 32 points. You need like 16 and a half to win. I believe Europe will win by 2 points, which will mean that it's going to come down to that final day on Sunday.
I'm convinced in the next 2.5 weeks, whatever, you're going to be like Pat McAfee in front of the Georgia crowd, hyping everybody up. Team USA is Georgia. And then you're going to say, give me Alabama. And by Alabama, you mean Team Europe.
I don't know, man. Sorry, you need 14.5 to win. So, actually, what's terrible is that I think the final is going to be
Europe's putting up an 18-piece.
28 total points available. Yeah, I think it's going to be like 15.5 to like 13.5. I think it's going to be tight.
Europe's putting up 18.
Europe put up 16.5 2 years ago. Think they're going to be even better?
Yeah.
All right. I think
there's a certain guy on that team, too, that just got a huge weight lifted off his shoulders, too.
That is fair. But again, you look back at the team from 2 years ago, like JT was a very different player. He probably didn't even deserve to be on the team to begin with, actually, first of all. Ricky wasn't very strong. Colin was okay. Was Koepka supposed to be there? Like Max Homa, Brian Harmon, Wyndham Clark. These guys were schlubs. I mean, like Homa's good, but Wyndham Clark had a Mickey Mouse U.S. Open. Brian Harmon won the Open. Like, lucky that they even made it there.
Dude, I'm looking at 2023's European team. This team is so much better in 2025. Yeah, so much better.
The team only got hotter.
So much better. They were running a dude out there named Bjork.
Dog, what are you looking at?
The European points list?
Bjork? You mean their vice captain?
Yeah.
He wasn't playing.
He was 10th on the points list.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Alexander Bjork. Well, he didn't make the team.
Here we go. I mean, looking at 2023, Ludwig's better.
He is. He's gotten better.
Shane Lowry
has been the same. A little better.
Sepp Straka, better.
Better.
Tommy Fleetwood, better.
Finally wins.
Matt Fitzpatrick, better.
Well, that was the year Fitz won the U.S. Open.
He's
been
consistent. Out. He's been consistently better.
Fine.
Tyrrell Hatton, even going to live, better.
Actually, yeah, Hatton's been better since going to live, yeah.
Victor Hovland, better.
Arguably.
Bobby Mack, better.
Definitively better.
John Rahm, if anything, equal, the same. Rory, better.
Justin Rose is better.
Better.
But at the same time, look at the American side, and Scotty's the best form he's ever been in his entire career. Harris English, when he was on the Ryder Cup team in 2021 and back in 2019, 18, was very strong. Like, Harris English is a very talented golfer. He's very undervalued. Patrick Cantlay hasn't been better, but he's still as good in match play. JT is better.
I'll give you that.
Ben Griffin is better than what they rolled out in 2023 with Max Homa at the time, and Brian Harmon and Wyndham Clark. I would say the same thing to Russell Henley. Russell Henley is the most underrated golfer on the planet. Russell Henley has been a top 10 golfer in the world for the last 4 years, and it's because he does not win necessarily all the time that he doesn't get the respect that he deserves. He's one of the best all-around players. Cameron Young, better than Ricky Fowler 2 years ago, than Justin Thomas 2 years ago, than Jordan Spieth 2 years ago, than Colin Morikawa 2 years ago. Like, I think 11 of the 12 guys that are on this team are the right guys for this team. And I think because Keegan is not on the roster, It is only going to make them that much better because they're going to play for him. It's no longer this, oh, my teammate is also my captain. No. Oh, captain, my captain. We play for you. We play to win the game for you. You're the one who 2 years ago got the phone call from Zach Johnson that you weren't making the team and you were distraught. And you fought for the last 2 years to get to where you are. And we know that you want it more than any single person that is on that field on a given day.
You have 45-year-old Justin Rose playing better than he was when he was 43.
I mean, Justin Rose is also having a generational run.
He's on a Linsanity run.
It's also Justin Rose. Like you know what
Lowry's
Justin
better
Rose
at 38 than he was at 36.
I still think it's
Collins worse at 28 than he was at 26.
Well, that's because he's gone through 37 different putters and 5 different caddies, and that kid just can't figure it out. But like Bryson's better than he was in 21.
Sure.
And in 23, Scotty's better. Henley's better. JT's better. Sam Burns is better and older and more mature. Cameron Young is certainly better. Cameron Young, we forget in 2023, was barely left off the Ryder Cup team. If Zach Johnson didn't pick Spieth and Ricky to be on the team, and Justin Thomas for that matter, those 3 picks would have been Cameron Young, probably Keegan Bradley, and the third, I can't even tell you probably who would have been there instead. Maybe Denny McCarthy. Like, there's legitimacy in a lot of these guys who could have been there. But no, he went for guys who had bad seasons. But they were good as teammates, so it made sense to keep them.
How many guys on Team USA are rookies this year?
Griffin, Henley, Spawn. That's it.
Versus
3.
1 for Europe?
Yeah. But again, put this into perspective, right? You go back to 2021, and there were a lot more rookies for the European team. For the American team. Colin, Xander, Cantlay, English, Scotty, and back then it was Dan Berger and Patrick Cantlay. All those guys were Ryder Cup rookies, first-timers.
That's a name I haven't heard in quite some time.
Dan Berger probably could have made this roster had he not fizzled towards the end of the year. Well, I would have considered Daniel Berger over probably Colin Morikawa at this point. But again, these guys were rookies going into the year, and the guys who were on the team, the records spoke for themselves. Back in 2021, JT was 4-1 in his career in Ryder Cup. Starting Finau in one cup was 2-1. Spieth was 7-5-2. Bryson had an 0-3 record back in 2020. Back in 2018, when he was when he was on the team. Like, these guys have good records going into this matchup. Like Scotty in his career, right? So, Cameron Young is also a rookie. Sam Burns, 1-2, but lost one of his matches by a single point. Cantlay's 5-2-1. JT 7-4-2. Bryson, despite starting 0-3, went 2-0-1 last 2 years ago. Xander Schauffele's 4-4. He had a rough 2 years. He had a rough 2 years ago. Now he's back. Scotty's 2-2-3. They can keep it close. Is the biggest thing, and you make a couple of big points. All of a sudden, boom, you got it. And there's opportunity here with how good Griffin and Young and Henley and Spawn are as specialists. They also have better world rankings for a reason. Like they've earned the spots that they are at. The only person that I will outright criticize on this team is Colin Morikawa. That is the only person. I think everybody else deserves to be here and has a right to be on this team. have a crack at a title, and a shot to put some you know what right up the Europeans' behinds. I think it's more than possible that America can do it. I hope they do, particularly in a home Ryder Cup. I think it's the biggest thing. The minute Rory McIlroy said, "My goal in life is to win a road Ryder Cup," I think that instantly lit a fire under every single person's ass, saying, "We're gonna be on the American Ryder Cup team. We're gonna fucking kill this guy." Enemy number fucking one at Bethpage is going to be Rory McIlroy, and the pressure might get to him because it has in the past.
You know, I'm a big critic of Rory for a lot of reasons. I like him, but I'm a critic because sometimes you need those.
Yes,
he's gonna play that fucking villain role like fucking Darth Vader, brother.
And you know what? So Keegan Bradley. I am the captain. This is my house.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Rory's going to get to play and showcase his talents to help his team win. Keegan's just the puppet master trying to control the strings.
That's fair. I'll give you that. We have a lot more to figure out, particularly as we get into next week. But we're going to take a short break. On the other side, we're going to get into our shout-outs of the week as we wrap up another tremendous week in the golf world. And then we got to talk do we have news? Do we have news?
I was just doing research, just a little R&D, if you will, on the official Ryder Cup website. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Give me 1 second here because oh my days.
I'm scared of what you're gonna show me.
I am. If you could remove our webcam things there.
Of course.
Humana.
Hot.
47 brand. Humana.
I thought you were gonna push me.
Machi.
I thought you were gonna push me some like statistics.
Oh my god. I'm salivating.
Oh my goodness.
Tell me that's not hot.
Actually, dog, 47's got a lot of things on here that are hot. Keep on looking. Keep on scrolling.
Oh yeah. I got it up on the screen for it. Oh my days.
Buddy.
Oh my god.
Buddy, oh pal.
Look at the screen, Stevie.
Oh, I'm looking at it, dog. I'm also looking at it. Look, go to the apparel, though. Look at the shirts.
Did you see the back here?
Yeah, look at the shirts. Go to the shirts. Go hover over brands. Yeah, go to shop all. Click that 47 logo.
Yeah, baby.
Look.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
This man about to bust.
Oh, my God. I'm about to bust.
Bro, the Ryder Cup Golden Diamond Homestead jacket. Insane.
Oh, my God. Dude, this shirt's sick.
I'm buying so much shit now for the Ryder Cup. Oh, God.
That hat
God almighty.
is impeccable.
Right there, the double foundation hoodie. In the cream. Hot.
Dude. Those jackets. Dude, why is that a women's shirt? I need that in like a XXX so it can fit me. That shirt's hot.
Brother's gonna be buying a crop top.
Facts. Oh my God, these jackets are gorgeous. That sweatshirt is sick.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, this Diamond Homestead jacket, $180, probably gonna be the comfiest zip up. You kidding me?
It has pockets.
Yeah, bro, you kidding me?
Dude, the hockey lace hoodie.
I'm not a fan of hockey lace hoodies. They don't do it for me.
They look better in person. I'll tell you that because they have them. I see them at Citizens Bank Park with the Phillies at their 47 Alley store. They look a lot better in person.
I had one in college. They don't do it for me. But yeah, they got some sick shit.
Oh.
Well, Keith, while KB oodles over the incredible 47 merch that you can go check out.
I'm going to come.
Top.rydercup.com. Oh, all right, Trump. Hold your horses. We're going to take a short break on the other side. Our shout out to the week. And of course, we get into some fantasy football talk as week 1 approaches. The Underground Sports Fantasy Football League is almost underway. Teams have been drafted. We're going to chat about our teams, and we're going to assess who might have the best team in the league. And plot twist, I think it's somebody in this show. We'll be right back here on Getting the Hole. KB and Stevo for Getting the Hole. Don't go nowhere. If you want to work, that'd be great. The countdown down doesn't want to work.
Subscribe to Get in the Hole Pod.
Get in the Hole is brought to you by our amazing merch partners, PHI Apparel Company. With their unique designs for all, there's no doubt in our minds you will stand out in the crowd. Rep your favorite golf podcast and get your official Get in the Hole shirts and hoodies at phiapparel.co. When you check out, use code UNDERGROUND to get 10% off your entire order. Again, that's code UNDERGROUND for 10% off your next merch order at phiapparel.co. Stand out in the crowd, on the course, at the 19th hole, or quite frankly, anywhere with the official merch partner of Underground Sports Philadelphia. KB, I got a question for you. Shout out to r/ask Reddit. You must pick 2 of these options that will defend you while the rest are coming to kill you.
Oh, boy.
Your options are 50 hawks, 10 crocodiles, 3 brown bears, 15 wolves, 1 hunter, 7 Cape buffalo, 10,000 rats, 5 gorillas, and 4 lions.
5 gorillas. Can you run the list back for me again outside of the gorillas?
50 hawks, 10 crocodiles, 3 brown bears, 15 wolves, 1 hunter, 7 buffalo, 10,000 rats, or 4 lions.
Are they female lions?
I have no idea. Just as lions.
Those are the hunters. The male lions just sit in their
Sleep.
African safari recliners and wait for... If it's female lions, I'm taking the 4 lions and the 5 gorillas.
What if I gave you the option that one of the lions is going to be Scar or the other one's Mufasa?
Ooh. So that means there's infighting. I have
Fighting for Pride Rock.
I have African Safari Mari on my hands.
I'll tell you this right now. The definitive answer is 10,000 rats. You know how hard it is to fight like rats, dude? 10,000 rats?
Do you understand how one gorilla will rip a human apart, let alone stomp and smash on rats and fucking launch rocks and boulders at 50 hawks?
My friend's saying 50 hawks and 5 gorillas. I think it's the rats, dude. The rats and the gorillas. No, you choose the rats and the gorillas easily. That's your team.
Gorillas is the definitive 1-1 pick. And then I guess you pick your poison. Like I said, if it's 4 female lions, I'm going with the lions because they're going to fuck some shit up.
My friend goes, the hawks, they're the only ones that can fly and wreak havoc from above.
What are they going to shit on you? Lay eggs on you? What kind of havoc are they wreaking from above? They're cowards. They're not joining the fight.
Round 2, fight!
Like it's not like they're B-52 bombers and they're dropping fucking acid rain on you. They're hawks. Like they kill you with close combat with their talons or they peck your brains out. Flying around does nothing. That is a terrible argument for the Hawks. I'd rather have the Atlanta Hawks.
If they were Falcons, I would consider Falcons.
I'd consider Falcons.
The Peregrine Falcon, you know how fucking scary that thing is?
I'd consider that. But Hawks, what are we talking about?
Peregrine Falcons have a nosedive speed of 98 miles an hour.
Right, that's lethal.
That shit is?
That's a B-52 bomber. Hawks, that's a commercial flight on Spirit.
We gotta clip this.
What are we talking about? Hawks. Give me Trae Young over the 50 Hawks.
Give me bubble time to TJ Warren.
Trae Young will shoot the lights out of the arena.
My friend Jack goes, the hunter is such a trap. Casuals pick the hunter out of the hubris of man.
Yeah, what do I need? Fucking Roll Tide Willie launching a fucking shotgun at people? Just say, this is for the Tide.
Imagine, like, all right, your option, you get one hunter. You can pick Robin Hood or Hawkeye.
Oh, Hawkeye.
I mean, yes, obviously. Robin Hood can't even shoot a bow.
Hawkeye has Pim Tech.
I steal from the rich and give to the needy.
Hawkeye became the Ronin. Hawkeye was killing people in Asia during the blip.
But even then, though, right? Like, Hawkeye wouldn't match up against, like, the gorillas.
No, but he could mount a gorilla. Pause.
Oh, so now we're mounting? Are we soaking too?
Shut up, BYU.
Go Cougs. All right. Yeah, no, the rats, particularly like New York City rats.
What are they gonna give you the plague?
Yeah, no, exactly. You know how fucking scary? All right, I tell my friends this. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Well, I'm terrified of birds, so.
All right. So, first of all, right? Think of the concept, right? Ducks at like a pond, right? They fucking chase you for your food. Ducks are kind of scary. Geese are fucking scary to a degree.
And it's even scarier when you find out the type of equipment that ducks are using to replicate to the world.
Exactly.
Fucking corkscrew you.
Oh, yeah. Let's not. We're PG here on the show. We're not talking.
Are we? Are we?
We're not. We are not chatting corkscrew penises on my.
I didn't say anything about a penis. I said a corkscrew
on my Good Christian Golf show.
Oh, get out of here! Get out! Good Christian show, my ass.
Hey, this show used to have a lawyer who was also a 2-time published author.
I always think about if he still listens to the show.
I hope he does.
And the very few times he gets brought up.
Jake Dippold, I love you. Mentally Tough Christians in store now. And Sincerely Hank, written from pet to owner. Letters from pet to owner. That's a great concept for a book, though. Like, real talk, man.
That's so funny.
I'm surprised Jake doesn't already have like 7 children.
That is pretty surprising.
That would be the most like I'm from South Carolina kind of thing ever. Even though he's from New York initially.
That's the middle square on a bingo card.
Like Jake should be like Phillip Rivers right now.
Having a grandchild on the way.
Stop it.
Phillip Rivers has a grandchild on the way.
Did you see Antonio Cromartie's like oldest son is now like in college?
Yes, it's absurd.
And he's playing for I think Florida State.
It's absurd.
Absolutely insane. All right, let's before we continue on with fertility and mentally tough Christians and corkscrew dicks, let's get into our shout outs of the week. Presented by Acorn Hills, your one-stop shop for the best quarter zips, hats, pullovers, anything you're looking for in your golf game. We always say that when you look your best, you play your best. I shot a career best 84 the other day on the golf course, and I was dressed up like an absolute stud. And it was mostly in part to the fact that I had some awesome Acorn Hills polos in my bag, right? They are offering biodegradable clothing tags, packaging, recycled materials. all eco-friendly, all here to save the environment, and all in styles that you will love. Their summer drop is out right now. Their end-of-season sale is happening now as well. You can get on acornhillsco.com and use code GITH15. That's getting the whole 15 for 15% off your next order. Again, GITH15 for 15% off your next order at acornhillsco.com, and look your best from the ground up. KB, of course, as always, we'll do a back and forth here to announce who our awesome shout outs are. This week, we've got 5 on the docket, and I will lead off with our friend Miranda Wang, who earned her first LPGA victory at the FM Championship over the weekend at TBC Boston. The 26-year-old rookie jumps over 130 spots in the Rolex Women's World Rankings with the win. She's now sitting at 53rd overall. So shout out to Miranda Wang, her first career victory at the FM Championship.
Shout out. Shouts to Charlie Woods for the brand. Officially made ace on the third hole at the Junior Players Championship at TPC Sawgrass. Second of his career. He's truly for the brand.
First one came at the PNC with Daddy-O a few years back. Some awesome stuff for Charlie Woods. Finally, like, coming into form as a top amateur golfer. Like, he's finally starting to like figure his game out. There was a lot of thoughts 2-3 years ago. They're like, oh, like, what's Charlie Woods gonna do? Because there was like Miles Russell and Blades Brown. He's finally starting to like turn it out into form. Shout out to TaylorMade Golf. Their Spider Model putter recorded the most wins on the PGA Tour this year with 13 wins across 7 players. Rounding out the top 3, joining behind them, the Scotty Cameron Phantom had 5 wins, and the Ping Answer had 4. So shout out to TaylorMade Golf, who not only have probably one of the best putters and the most consistent putters on tour, but one of the best looking putters, might I add. The Spider is a beautiful mallet putter. So shout out to TaylorMade. 13 wins across 7 players this season.
Moving right along, shouts to the Tour Championship that recorded 4.491 million average viewers for their round last week, up 34% from 2024, was the most watched a non-major of the year. And I just want to say, a little someone on this show, me, said people watch because they wanted to see Tommy Fleetwood win. And when Tommy Fleetwood was in the driver's seat to win, you're welcome, Tour Championship. Tommy Fleetwood drives the numbies.
Needle mover. Definitive.
You heard it here on this show first.
Also, I've heard a new one. If they added hippos, would you have chosen a hippo?
Ooh. That's an intriguing add to the draft pool.
If I give you 10 hippos.
Oh, 10 hippos?
Or
Yes.
or 5 hippos. Match it up with the gorillas.
Yeah.
Because they are vicious.
Because then I'm living land and sea. Because the everlasting image of a hippo in my brain is it was either the Philadelphia Zoo or one of the local aquariums. There was always a voiceover that said, "And this beast will snap your back like a soda cracker." And that is my ever living like fun fact about hippos, is that they will snap a human spine like a soda cracker.
I always associated hippos with Moto and it's Madagascar too.
Either that or Hungry Hippos. One of those games that I always wanted as a kid that I never got.
Yeah, have you ever played life size Hungry Hippos? Oh, words.
What are we talking about? Life size Hungry Hippos.
So, like, do you remember the little like scooters that like were just like a flat board that you had like in middle school, elementary school?
Yeah.
You would sit on them and you would
use your hands, and then you'd run over your fingers and be like, "What
every
the fuck
time
did I just do?" Yeah.
Yeah. So those and you would always like ride them backwards because you gain more speed that way.
Right.
So those, you lay on your stomach, somebody's holding your legs, and you are like getting like balls with your arms.
I never played this, but I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it's like
call
it's
me
life-size.
Poppy. CC. I'm very intrigued.
We need to do a segment. See or no?
We just changed the language of origin. It's still no.
It is C or no?
Da or no?
Da. 9. Da or 9. We're going to make it German.
We make it we or no?
Do you remember? I said it in an accent. Do you remember in Pitch Perfect 2? It was Das Sound Machine.
Yeah.
Before we found the music, we found the bass. Unch, 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 unch. Happy birthday, Tom Watson, born on September 4th, 1949 in Kansas City, Missouri. Watson is known as one of the greatest golfers of all time, particularly on the American side, racking up 8 major wins, including 5 at the Open Championship, one of the greatest links golfers to ever live, to go along with 70 worldwide wins and 39 PGA Tour victories, ranking in 10th on the all-time wins list. In honor of the Ryder Cup happening in 2 weeks, Watson played on 4 Ryder Cup teams, winning in 1977, 81, and 83, and captaining the 93 winning American side. Watson was inducted into the World Golf Hall of Fame in 1988 and is commonly regarded as one of the top American golfers of all time, ahead of guys like Gene Sarazen and a little bit ahead of some like Phil Mickelson. Happy birthday, Mr. Tom Watson, celebrating his, I believe it's like 86th birthday. Tom Watson's one of the elder legends of the game of golf.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
Elementary. 75, sorry, turned 75. 76, my bad. Words.
Numbies. Here we go. It's a good birthday day, Steve.
Yes, I give you the birthdays of today, September 2nd.
We start off with our youngest birthday of the day, and that is born in 1992 on this day, Emiliano Martinez, the Argentine football goalkeeper for Aston Villa and the Argentinian national team, born in Mar del Plata, Argentina on this day. Also celebrating a birthday, Marcus Ericsson, Swedish auto racer, winner of the 2022 Indianapolis 500, Formula BMW UK 2007, All Japan Formula C Championship in 2009, born in Sweden on this day in 1990. Also born on this day in 1987, Spencer Smith, the American rock drummer from Panic at the Disco, born in Denver, Colorado. Also born on this day, just in a completely different hemisphere in 1987, the ever so infamous Rachel Gunn, a.k.a. Ray Gunn, the Australian breakdancer.
Oh my God.
From the 2024 Paris
Ew,
Olympics.
Stop it.
Born in Hornsby, Australia on this day.
We are not actually giving this girl flowers right now. Not on my good Christian golf show.
God damn it. Also born on this day in 1982, former Major League Baseball pitcher Jason Hamill of the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, Colorado Rockies, Chicago Cubs, and 3 other teams, born in Greenville, South Carolina. Also born on this day here on September the 2nd, we are celebrating the birthday. Steve, do you know the old video game known as God of War?
Of course.
Well, it is the 50th birthday of Cory Barlog, the American video game designer of God of War and God of War Ragnarok, born in Sacramento, California on this day. It is also the birthday of the one, the only, born in 1971 in Cincinnati, Ohio, Micah Williams. You all may know him better as Cat Williams, born on this day in 1971. We are also celebrating the birthday of just a timeless one. The fact that this person is 59 years old is crazy. Mexican-American actress, Salma Hayek.
And honestly, she gets hotter every year.
She is timeless. What a just unbelievable.
She's 59?
59, and she looks like she's 32.
That's actually
And when
insane.
she's 32, she looks like she's like 21. It's crazy.
That's wild.
Also born on this day in 1965, British-Canadian boxer Lennox Lewis, celebrating his 60th birthday. Steve also celebrating a birthday today, his 61st, Canadian actor, born in Lebanon, Keanu Reeves.
I have a story for you about Keanu Reeves.
Oh, boy.
So I got invited to my my father-in-law's golf league outing. This is the trophy that we won for coming in second place. I was flabbergasted to find out that there was a man in my foursome named John Wick. I show up to the golf course, and John Wick was 5'3", had white hair, wore glasses, and had shorts that went like up, like he looked like Rumpelstiltskin. He was an incredible golfer. And the second I met him, he goes, "Hi, John Wick. Don't fuck with my dog."
John Wick at 5'3".
I was like, John. Apparently, John has a life-size cutout of John Wick in his office cubicle.
John Wick standing at 5'3". That's more like Candlewick.
But Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible.
That's unreal. Also celebrating their 65th birthday today, born in 1960 on this day in Texas, Sealy, Texas, that is, the one and only Eric Dickerson. Also celebrating a birthday today, we are celebrating the one, the only, Jimmy Connors, an iconic tennis player, American tennis player, 8-time Grand Slam winner, 109 titles overall, born in Belleville, Illinois. Also celebrating a birthday today is born in 1948, Tara Bradshaw.
Great quarterback.
Also celebrating a birthday today, American rock and soul pianist, organist, singer-songwriter, Billy Preston, born on this day in 1946 in Houston, Texas.
By the way, I'm very offended that you say, "Oh, quarterback Terry Bradshaw." That man was on the Masked Singer, actually.
Oh, brother, this
back
guy
in 2019.
stinks.
Do you know that he also set a high school record for the javelin throw at 245 feet? That's insane.
Yes. Anytime I hear something about javelin in the distance, I just think of the SpongeBob episode when they're tossing anchors. 400 yards.
What's the one that was the fish sticks? The fryer, They had like the yellow, pink.
These were white when I bought them. Also celebrating a birthday today, Peter Uberoth, celebrating his 88th birthday, born in 1937. He was the American organizer of the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics and commissioner of baseball from 1984 to 1989, born in Evanston, Illinois. Also celebrating a birthday today is Andrew Grove. Now, Steve, I'm going to give you one guess here. What do you think Andrew Grove is known for that he is celebrating a famous birthday today?
When was he born?
He was born in 1936.
1936. Andrew Grove.
He was born in Budapest.
Oh, so this isn't supposed to be like something like Lefty Grove is actually named Andrew Grove?
No.
Wait, hold on. Andrew Grove. Oh my God. Did he discover like IBM or like a
You're close.
or like one of the he discovered one of the big companies. One of the big techies.
He is a Hungarian-American pioneer in the semiconductor industry and one of the founders and CEO of Intel.
Oh, so close. All right. Damn.
Celebrating. He passed away in 2016, celebrating his birthday today. Born in 1936. Born in 1933. Known for being a member of the Silhouettes and the song Get a Job. Born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1933. American doo-wop tenor Rick Lewis.
My God. Also
celebrating a birthday today from 1933. American college football coach for Clemson University from 1970 to 1972. And
wow, Dabo's that age? Dabo's that old?
And an executive AD at Florida State and Alabama. Born in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Hootie Ingram.
It's a great name.
Great name.
Hootie.
Hootie Ingram. Also celebrating a birthday today is... Where did we go? Oh, this is just a great name. Born in 1919, American dancer from the Marge and Goer Champion Show. Born in Los Angeles, California in 1919. Marge Champion.
That's a good name.
Just an incredible combination of names. And also celebrating a birthday today is, let's see here, we got a couple more. Frederick Soddy, English radiochemist and Nobel laureate, radioactive substances and isotopes, born in Eastbourne, Sussex, England in 1877. And let's go to
oh boy,
our earliest birthday, the year 1243. Gilbert de Clare, the 7th Earl of Hertford, Welsh nobleman who changed his support from Simon de Montfort to Henry III, born in Christchurch, England in 1243.
You know, I'm a little upset with you. You forgot a few really big ones this week.
Don't you worry, because I have in my other list that we are also celebrating a number of birthdays. It's a great,
I've
couple weeks of birthdays.
I think we have enough on the birthdays. I have a few that I want to shout out because you missed them, and they're actually the youngest people that are on the list this week. First and foremost,
I do have one more.
All right, fine. Who is it?
It is one of my childhood icons celebrating his 38th birthday today, Shaun White.
That's a good one, actually. No, I have three. Celebrating his 36th birthday, Zed, the world-renowned DJ Zed.
Oh.
Also celebrating his 28th birthday, Brandon Ingram, former LA Laker and New Orleans Pelican.
Toronto Raptor now? Question mark.
I believe so. And I can't believe he didn't say it, Mr. Streamer Season. Celebrating his 26th birthday, Gavin Castellagno. You might know him as Jeremiah Fisher from the show The Summer I Turned Pretty.
I've never watched that show. I have no intention on watching that show, so I would have never known that.
It's a good show.
I also have another good one here. Celebrating his 49th birthday today, Red Foo from the critically acclaimed LMFAO.
Hold on. Pause. Did you know that Red Foo is Sky Blue's uncle?
Who is Sky Blue?
The other guy in LMFAO.
Oh. Interesting.
And apparently Red Foo screwed him over. Out of his money.
Huh.
Wild shit.
I also stand corrected because this is why we don't use famous birthdays. Red Foo celebrates his birthday on September 3rd.
Crazy. Tomorrow.
Led me
as we
astray.
record here on Tuesday the 2nd. We're gonna wrap the show up here. Quick little chatter here on our Underground Sports Fantasy Football League. I want to give a shout out first and foremost to our friends over at Paramount Plus. They are not only an incredible place that I've been getting all of my Danny Phantom fix for the last 5 months, and Fairly Odd Parents and all those other great Nick shows. But you can also stream the NFL on Paramount Plus. I feel like I'm like Greg Giannotti and Boomer Esiason doing the ad reads on the Fan. Stream Paramount Plus in the NFL this week number 1, wherever you are. You can catch games like Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, and the Miami Dolphins taking on newly minted Indiana Jones, Daniel Jones, and the Indianapolis Colts at 1:00, as well as Drake May against the Las Vegas Raiders and Ashton Genty. The Arizona Cardinals taking on the should-be first overall pick at the end of the year, the New Orleans Saints. And the matchup of the year, Aaron Rodgers makes his debut in Pittsburgh to play at New York against his former New York Jets at 1:00. You can also catch in the 4:25 window a NFC North divisional matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. You can catch the Houston Texans taking on the LA Rams. And that's going to do it all in week 1 of the NFL season on Paramount Plus. Check the link in our description and get watching today.
And if you're a student right now, school going back in session this week, college already in full swing. If you're a student, students get 50% off any Paramount Plus plan for a limited time. It's through the end of the year. So you can sign up for Paramount Plus right now, get 50% off all football season by using our link in the description to sign up for Paramount Plus. So stream the NFL on CBS and more. Get started. Use our link in the description. Students get 50% off right now through the end of the year when you use our link to sign up for Paramount Plus.
You loved my Indiana Jones joke.
That
right?
was great. That was great. I don't know how I didn't piece that together on my own when that occurred with Daniel Jones being in Indianapolis, but that was good. Job well done.
Actually, hold on. You know what? I may have the Chat GPT image actually that I have saved. Trust me, this one's actually really funny. Oh wait, let me see if I have it somewhere. Is it this? Please be it. Yeah, I think this is it. Let me share my screen for the people. Oh, hold on. It's not loading. Let's download it, and then I might be able to view it. No, am I not being able to download it? Anyways, it's a great photo of Daniel Jones in the Indiana Jones outfit being chased by a boulder but holding a football. It's a really good image. So the Fantasy Football League starts off this week. I'm playing intern Jacob. You've got a pretty intriguing matchup as well in week numero uno. For those of you who haven't been following along, the league has started up. First time that I've been in the Underground Football League. I think, honestly, that's a very...
It's our first year.
Overall, good. Yeah, 10-team PPR. We got some awesome folks in the league this week. Of course, we got Patty Pitts coming in. We got Casey and Owen, KB and myself. We got Hoots involved. DJ and his god-awful team. It's not pretty. There's a lot of really interesting teams here. I thought you had a very odd draft. You took some guys that I was scratching my head on a little bit.
Proceed.
Also, wait, hold on. Did no one draft Quinshon Judkins?
I did, but his contract still wasn't signed, and it was almost like he wasn't going to be able to play once he signed, and I dropped him for a more concrete player, and then Christian signed him.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, I think my team is the most complete in the league.
Who was controversial for you? Mind you, everyone, I do want to say about our draft. Our draft was at 6 p.m. last Wednesday, and Steve had his undies in a bunch because he thought he wasn't going to make it to his 8 o'clock draft.
I didn't realize that draft would be so quick.
We fucking flew, and Steve had a whole hour to kill before his next draft.
So I'm looking at your team, right? You took Sam Laporta over George Kittle.
Yes.
I'm shocked by that. George Kittle was the tight end 2 last year. You also took Breece Hall, who I think Breece Hall might honestly lose his job. I think you would have been way better off taking like a Devontae Adams, who was available. Cortland Sutton was out there. You took Tet McMillan, who I think is a
money player of the year.
But I mean, like Rashee Rice and DeAndre Swift were there for
Rashee Rice is not going to play for 6 weeks,
and I'll take him and I'll stash him. You also,
I want fully ready, and we don't play antics on this squad.
I was 100% in on Jacoby Myers, and granted, you came around and took Jalen Warren, which screwed me over. But Cooper Kupp, I do not think was the pick there. You took Stephon Diggs when, in my opinion, you should have taken somebody like a Ricky Pearsall, who I stole in the 12th round. Like, Ricky Pearsall is going to have a huge year. There were just a few picks that I thought were a little bit interesting. You also went with A.J. Brown, 9th overall, over Genty and Puka and Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas and Drake London. Like, those are some names, dog.
Yeah, A.J. Brown, championship pedigree, knows his quarterback.
Homer.
Who are some of the other players you just named there? Puka has the corpse of Matthew Stafford throwing him the football or attempting to throw him the football before his arm falls off and his back gives out.
Ashton Genty.
I don't trust the Raiders' offensive line.
Malik Neighbors.
I do not trust Russell Wilson to throw Malik Neighbors the football.
Dog, Daniel Jones made Malik Neighbors the sixth.
Daniel
player
Jones
in
has
fantasy.
a better deep ball throw than Russell Wilson does at this point in his career.
Stop.
Russell Wilson stinks.
I also didn't love you. T. Higgins isn't a bad pick.
T is going to feast.
But
he's paid. He's happy. His mom is happy.
If I didn't have the need for a running back in the fourth round, I don't like Kenneth Walker. I should have taken Tyreek Hill. I really should have.
Tyreek Hill's not going to be.
I think it's going to be nasty.
Jalen Waddle's going to be the wide receiver.
Actually, I should have taken fucking James Conner and just reached. I don't like Kenneth Walker at all, and that's also why I took Zach Charbonnet. For those of you interested in my team, I have Derrick Henry, Malik Neighbors, Nico Collins, Cuba Hubbard, the best kicker defense combination in the world, Kai Fairbairn and the Denver defense, Drake May, Rashee Rice, Ricky Pearsall, and Emeka Ibuka. Both guys are going to be studs this year.
I do not trust Brock Purdy either. That dude stinks. You want to talk about a fraud?
Dog, Brock Purdy was the QB5 last year.
Stinks.
Also, surprised that no one has picked up either Matthew Golden or Josh Downs yet. I think Josh Downs is going to be fucking sick.
I would have, but I also draft based on bye weeks too.
Can you make suspended players available on IR, please? That'd be great.
No, they're not injured. They're not injured. IR is designated for injured players.
I think I have the best team, if I'm being quite honest.
My squad fucks. For everyone out there, Steve also forgot to mention I have Lamar Jackson. I have Josh Jacobs. He didn't do enough glazing of Jalen Warren that I liked.
DJ's team's filthy.
Yeah, DJ's team's fucking awesome. I have Sam Laporta, who is a fucking dog.
I do not like Casey's team at all.
Casey also mentioned before the draft she's here for the vibes.
Yeah. Kelsey and Andrews, brother, the double tight end, that's tough.
She also drafted Travis Kelce on the day that he got engaged to Taylor Swift. It was a vibes pick. I can't knock it. I also drafted Jake Elliott, and that motherfucker's been hitting 50-plus yard field goals all offseason, all training camp, all preseason.
Did anybody pick up Cam Little? Yeah. Okay, Harrison did. Good.
I picked up the perfect Joe Mixon season-long handcuff. Mr. Pierce is going to be a dog. Breece Hall, I'm banking on getting traded.
Nick Chubb's the starter.
He ain't going to last.
Well, Joe Mixon.
When has Nick Chubb finished a whole year healthy? Never.
Joe Mixon might not play the whole year, actually.
Right, which is why Pierce is the better, longer season hold.
Hey, let's make a trade right now, you and me.
Also, I drafted Breece Hall. I didn't like it, but I'm banking on him getting traded.
Let's make a trade right now.
Oh boy,
I want Jalen Warren.
That's cute. That's real cute.
I want Jalen Warren, and I will give you.
So do I.
I will give you Kenneth Walker and Zach.
No. Hell no. Hell no. The Seahawks are going to be so pass happy this year. Kenneth Walker's not going to touch the ball. Sammy Darnold's going to be fucking dinking and diming, pointing like his old mononucleosis video graphic.
This man Owen, I don't know what this trade was. Austin Eckler and Kyle Pitts for Montgomery, Kincaid, and Adunze.
I don't know why I agreed to greenlight it the week I play Owen.
I think it's a horrible pick. Well, it's a horrible trade for Pat Pitts.
Yes,
who made the trade?
Horrendous.
I don't know.
Horrendous.
I don't know what he's thinking here. Trading away Odunze, who I think the Bears are going to be a team to beat. Also, bro, this man Pat Pitts drafted a defensive back. This man drafted a whole ass DB.
Also, Pat Pitts for I'd say 40% of the draft was auto drafting because he was mid podcast with a guest.
So funny.
But also, the wide receiver core I have of A.J. Brown, T. Higgins, Tet McMillan, Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp is...
I don't know, dog. Rashee Rice,
awesome.
Ricky Pearsall, Emeka Ibuka,
Nico
and Neighbors.
Dude, Sammy Darnold loves throwing to a white wide receiver, and he's got Cooper fucking Kupp.
Who was his white rider? Who was his whiteout last year?
He didn't have one.
Exactly.
But best believe he's going to be fucking dropping rainmakers.
Who did Sam Darnold have in New York? That was white.
One of those shifty little slot guys that probably would have ended up playing for the Patriots in the Bill Belichick era.
Your point is moot.
Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is in his full-blown I'm in New England diva era.
I'll trade you for Diggs.
No, I love that I have Diggs.
I
also draft full send on bye. I pay attention so hardcore to bye weeks.
I don't. I think bye weeks are bullshit.
You need versatility with your bye weeks. And if you don't have versatility with your bye weeks, you will lose.
I disagree. I had the Super Bowl winning 14, 15, 16-0 Packers one year. The entire team. I won the championship. I lost one game the whole year.
When do I play your bitch ass? Week 5. Who do the Eagles play week 5?
I'm looking forward to week 5, baby.
That would be... I'm going to be in fucking hell.
The Pitt Philly Steagles, man. They're ready to take you on.
Speaking of that, I found a glorious eBay find and got the 2007
week
Eagles
5.
war.
The Phillies are the Phillies. The Eagles are playing Denver.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in hell. I gotta battle Hoots in real life, and then you and fantasy. Was it 2007 that the Eagles wore the blue and yellow?
The disgusting jerseys.
I got one, Brian Dawkins, on eBay for $50, and it is beautiful.
Oh my god, I want to puke. All right, well,
fucks.
On that note, I need to go to bed. That's going to do it all for us here from the Get in the Hole podcast studios. KB, Steve-O here. Another great episode 220 of the Get in the Hole podcast. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe on all of our social media platforms at Get in the Hole Pod, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and beyond. Go to our podcast accounts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Be sure to leave a 5-star rating and a review. The engagement certainly helps get the word out, not only to you, dear viewer and dear listener, but to those who also want to get in on some awesome, great golf content. And on YouTube at Underground Sports PHI, check out KB's fair run of shows, an incredible network here. Anything from Top Ends to Underground Circuit, OTB, Streamer Season, and beyond, all available here. And of course, the House Show with Pat Pitts, now streaming on all platforms.
We have our first guest coming to Top Ends in the next week or so.
Very exciting stuff. What's your opinion on the incredible transfer of Alexander Isak to Liverpool? Go Reds.
I knew it was happening. A lot of people were trying to say it wouldn't happen until the winter. When you get to a situation the way that it was, that dude was never going to play for Newcastle again. I love it because Newcastle is more so in the realm of Brighton, so it makes one of our teams that we're trying to, shoot and ladder above worse. So yeah, I mean, Liverpool's going to Liverpool. They have the money. John Henry's funding them instead of the Red Sox, which is hysterical. And I love it. Keep doing it. And yeah, I mean, that the biggest question for Liverpool is just the defense year long, because it's tough to win 4-2, 4-3 every game. You got to play some quality defense, and if one guy gets injured, that defense is in a boatload of trouble.
I'll tell you right now, man. With Liverpool, you'll never walk alone. That's going to do it all for us here. Get the whole episode 220. For KB, I'm Steve-O. See you next week. Thanks for listening to Get in the Hole, the official golf podcast of Underground Sports Philadelphia. Catch us every week wherever you get your favorite podcasts, and be sure to like and subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Get in the Hole Pod, and follow Underground Sports Philadelphia at Underground PHI. We'll see you next time. And remember, get in the hole!